All right, I don't even know if this video is going to do that well, but I'm going to do a video talking about why I haven't really done any handheld game related videos in a while. And there's a few reasons behind it and why I don't plan to bring it back in the future, because I really don't plan to bring it back at any point. And I'll get to why that is in a second. And yeah, this is a shirt that I've had since I believe my junior prom of high school, and I still fit in it. Like, go figure, but kind of neat little shirt here. But anyway, let's get on with this video. If you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell button. You guys know the drill. Anyway, let's get on with this video and talk about why I kind of stepped away from my origins of doing handheld game stuff. Um, to start off, I've been actively collecting handheld games, LCD games, and stuff like that for probably um God, I don't even remember how old I was when I got my first one, but um actively on eBay for like probably almost 20 years at this point, because I was probably 10 or 11 when my dad and I together would browse eBay for these and get them really cheap, like back in the early to mid 2000s. And then um, when I got to be like 13 to 14, I I believe it was somewhere around there. He actually gave me the password to eBay so I could just browse myself, because I guess at that point, either I laugh because I don't know if he got sick of browsing eBay with me just because that's all I wanted to look for was more of that stuff, or he trusted me enough to like use it by myself. And there was one time specifically that I kind of made a little bit of a boo boo. It's not handle game related, but I'll get to that funny story in a second. Um, but but yeah. Anyway, but that story is pretty funny because I about crap my pants when I did it. Because I thought my dad would be mad about it, but he wasn't. But anyway, um, so to kind of fast forward to this a little bit. So I've been doing it. I've been collecting for a long time. But the side story that's funny is I was looking for other non-related handle games, and this was way before YouTube was even a thing. Um, I was looking for Sega Genesis stuff, and I found a complete box, Rolling Thunder 2 for I believe it was like a bid or something, and I forgot how much it sold for, how much we got it for, but it wasn't too terribly high. But I meant to bid $25, and I believe I accidentally bid $250 because the next morning I put it a bid in on it before I went to bed, and then when I woke up, my dad came in from work. He's like, "Hey, you won that auction, but do you realize you bid way more than you were supposed to, and what I told you to?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I bid $25." He's like, "No, you bid $250." And I'm like, "No, I didn't." So he went and like printed out the sheet to prove what I had put in. And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "How much did it sell for?" It was like $40 or something crazy. It wasn't like a lot. But long story short, that made me be extra careful anytime I put in a bid for anything. From now on, I always made doubly sure that there's a decimal point or whatever, because I don't want to have that same screw up. But anyway, it was just funny because I thought he was like gonna be pissed about it, but he wasn't. Um, because we laughed about it, but Anyway, just a little funny story there, but yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, and that's what spurred on the creation of this channel. Um, Honestly, from since July of 2009. So that's what really made me really start getting back into it pretty heavily, because I realized people were actually kind of watching the videos. I wasn't in crazy views, but I was doing well enough to where I was like, people are, I'm getting like a couple hundred views per video, so I was like, whatever. I was actually doing better than I am now in views, honestly, with some of the stuff I was doing. Like my Sonic 2 video got like over 1,000 views at one point for some reason. I believe it has like 22,000 now or something like that. Something crazy. For some reason. I don't know why. That video is like complete ass too. And it's got that many views. But whatever. Um, but a lot of that is due to you guys supporting me on Patreon over the years. For the people that have currently been and have in the past, and since deleted the pledges or moved on, which is fine. I'm just saying, you in the past and present Patreon supporters have helped balloon my collection to well over 100 unique games for my collection. I'm not just talking about Tiger LCDs. I'm talking about in general. I think it's like over a little over 200 or something like that. So I have a decent collection of stuff. Um, but lately it's really hard to find like really cool and interesting stuff to buy. And the interesting stuff to buy is getting really expensive. And I just don't have the funds to to spend on games like that. And that's kind of why I haven't been searching eBay for like Tiger handles in a long time. Like I usually search like used to search like 2 or 3 times a month, but now I do it like once a month or once every other month. Like I haven't even searched this month. I searched back in, I believe it was June when I last like did my big searching, where I spent like an hour and a half just scouring eBay to see if I could find anything. Didn't find anything within my price range, so I didn't buy anything. Um, so that's the main reason. Is like the cost of it. The second reason is it just takes up a lot of space as well, and that's just as simple as I can put it. It's a space issue and a space reason. If I had more space, I'd probably be more willing to buy the filler stuff, that the stuff that's not as interesting. But like, I can't afford to do that because of spatial reasons. So that's the other reason. But the biggest reason, well, there's actually another smaller reason besides that. I'll get to that one last. But the biggest reason is just the time constraints between like me getting the game and my wife having time to help me film said game. Because as of right now, I have no way to film Tiger handhelds or any handhelds myself. So my wife has to help me with filming with my phone or whatever. So it's hard to work out a schedule with her work schedule. So that's why I don't really want to purchase a game if it's going to take me like 2 to 3 weeks to sit down time and do it. And I don't want to have her do it on her days off. I just want her to be able to relax and enjoy her day off. I don't want her to have to film a stupid 10 to 8 to 10 minute video of me going through a couple stages of a Tiger handheld game if it's not going to even perform that well on YouTube, which that's the other reason is they just the videos just don't do that well. So there's no point for me to do that if people aren't really interested in it. I thought about doing like small short videos, just pulling out random pieces of my collection and talking about them for a minute, but I don't know if you guys would want to watch that stuff. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I just want to do a quick little video talking about that because I don't know if anybody's wondering why I don't collect that much anymore or why those kind of videos have disappeared. So yeah, that's kind of the point of this video. And do I plan to bring them back in like droves? No, but if I do find something like cool or something interesting from my collection or a package game that's a good deal that I've won into my collection, then I might do a video on it. Like I did recently, well, semi recently, get Shinobi with the packaging and manual, but I already did a video on that with the manual. So I don't think the packaging's all that interesting. So that's why I never covered that. As well as like Tiny Toons, Aladdin, Home Alone 2, um, and I did Tailspin. Tailspin I did do. But that was the only ones I didn't do. The ones I just did before Tailspin. So really, you guys haven't missed like too terribly much. I've done videos on those all in the past. That's why I didn't feel like I need to do a revisiting video. But if you guys do want to see them, let me know in the comments, and I'll find some time to film them. But I just don't see a point if people aren't that interested in LCD games on YouTube, which I completely get. But anyway, that's all I wanted to do this video on. Plus, I wanted to have a video out for Saturday. I want to make up for not having one for today or yesterday. So, hope you guys semi enjoyed this video. I don't know, it's a weird 10-minute video, but or 12-minute video. But hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. Thanks for watching. Peace. By the way, I'm not gonna do any kind of weird thumbnail. I'm just gonna post it. I'll make sure it's on a dumb derpy face of mine during the video or something. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.